Welcome to the Solbrick show with me, Solbrick, and my sidekick Benny, who happens to be a fish living in an aquarium here in Shrimp City.
Hi, nerds!
Okay, Benny, be nice to our audience. It's not their fault they have an expensive niche hobby. It's Lego's fault for making things that are too fun and too pretty. And it's also the market's fault. Most of what you see here in the city are just placeholders. They're there so I can get a feel for how much space everything takes and what scale the builds should have. In today's video we're going to build large parts of Shrimp City's harbor area. There's going to be a shrimp shack, a crane and some stairs and other fun stuff. I've already started a bit with these different pillars that will hold up the ground level for the harbor. Some of you might think it'll be cool to have Lego inside the aquarium, and that's a fine thought if you never actually tried it, which I have. In my first aquarium I had a Lego submarine and algae started growing on it, and snails laid eggs all over it. It was impossible to keep clean. So instead I'm using a trick I learned from the magic world of movies. I mounted this submarine, the octopus and the safe on pillars. What I do is simply place them behind the aquarium, which gives the illusion that they're underwater. Yeah, I'm that smart. James Cameron, eat your heart out. I can do practical effects.
You're not just smart, you're good looking too. You should smile more though.
Thanks, Benny. We can't really have this big gap back here. It's impractical, dangerous, and lets in too much light behind the aquarium, which ruins the illusion a bit. So I'm using this lid from one of IKEA's Byglack boxes, which I've built a little street on. On this lot we've got a small shop where you can buy ice cream and rent surfboards and that kind of nonsense. Upstairs there's this kind of, I suppose it's a restaurant. And the lot on the right has an art school, believe it or not. I've been to art school. But when I went to design school, I actually hung a sausage on the main entrance door and filmed everyone walking in to capture their reaction. Most people thought the sausage looked happy to see me. Good times. Anyways, that's the Easter egg for this sausage on the door. Let's pop the street into place. There's still a bit of a gap here, but don't worry. We need to come down a level from the street, so here's a section of the harbor with some stairs going down. We got the newsstand that I always kind of use, the cola machine, some happy people, and this weird pigeon. I want the city to look lived in, so I'm going for a slightly worn look. Something that ruins my design is this lamp, which is necessary for the aquatic plants to thrive. I actually have a solution for that, so stay tuned.
Like and subscribe, nerds!
Next to the rear harbor we're going to have this crane. I'm not entirely done with the design because I want to see how it fits with the upcoming builds around it. It also, of course, has a cannon to defend the harbor from capitalism. Look, the cabin can rotate. That's a play feature. And finally, my beloved shrimp shack returns. It's a set from the underrated theme The Hidden Side from 2020. All the sets in that theme are beautifully designed and a role model for how we should live our lives. Hide your darkness as much as you can. I built a little area around it and rearranged some things. The sign with the shrimp is almost sacred. Maybe something to build the entire Shrimp City religion around. Shrimp Jesus, is that you? Okay, but yeah, it's a bit suspicious how these two parts work as a lid for a box. Yes, this is where my lamp solution comes in. When I want to show the harbor in a slightly nicer state, I can simply hide the lamp under the shrimp shack like this. Then I put the lids back on, just like I put a lid on my more difficult emotions. Who needs therapy when you can build with Lego instead? Am I right, bros? Bro-faced, yeah. We can also remove the glass lid and add this police boat from my vintage collection. Will it float? Oh yes it will! Though I do need a glass cover to protect Benny because my cat Sotis tends to eat any small creatures he finds in here. So what do you think? It's starting to come together nicely, right?
I'm trying to harbor my excitement.
With that said, stay away from the nonsense, stay awesome, and please subscribe.